Hi, I'm Che. This is going to be the first, hopefully first of many Splatoon videos posted on my channel. Um, this specific one is going to be about my hopes for the Enperry kit for Chill Season 2023. Just a bit about myself first. I'm a low-level competitive Splatoon player, Div 7 about. I currently play for the team Floral Reef. And yeah, I like playing dualies. I love dualies weapons. Favorite class in the game. I find all the dualies fun to play, and I consider myself pretty good with most of them, except like Squelchers and maybe Tetras. Um, but yeah, so again, this is my hopes for the Enperry kit. We already know it has Curling Bomb, so these are just the specials. A tier list of specials I want and don't want it to get, really. So yeah, let's get into it. Um, First, Inkjet. I think anyone who has played Splatoon 2 or has like even just seen it, they under anyone who's like played Splatoon 2 and parries will understand why I want this. I think it's what every I think it's what every Splat Dualies player is hoping for is Inkjet. First of all, Inkjet's a fun special to use, in my opinion. It's really fun to use. It has good synergy with dualies because you have drop rolls for your landing. So if someone's camping your landing, you can roll and then laser them because you're just better than them, obviously. And it's really good right now. Inkjet's really solid. And yeah, so that's like best of the best. If I could like choose a special for it to get, it's gonna be Inkjet. Zuka's strong. It's not bad. I obviously like I don't necessarily like want it, but I wouldn't be mad about it. It wouldn't like there's other things on this list that I'd prefer over Zuka, but Zuka would be really solid. Um Zuka's strong. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's good for the weapon. Nice aggressive special. Yeah. Uh I really don't know what else to say about it, honestly. So, Kraken, I like Kraken. I think it'd be fun to use. Same aspect as like Inkjet. You get to cause chaos for like a good amount of time. Um, with Kraken, the thing that I like about it is that most of the Kraken weapons right now are like generally slow or can't fight very well after getting out of the Kraken. Um, and I think dualies would be a really cool weapon to see Kraken on. Okay, yeah, I brought it up earlier. These are the current Kraken weapons in Splatoon 3. There's four of them: 96 Deco, Blob Deco, Heavy Deco, and the Kraken Roller. And so yeah, I so like 96 is pretty slow. It does have Splash Wall, um, so it's still pretty solid to use, honestly. Blob Deco. Blob is not going to be fighting very well close range. Heavy can fight close range, to be honest, but it's not what it prefers to do. And the Kraken Roller can fight close range, but it can't paint very well for itself or move very well. So all of these weapons after Kraken ends are like decently slow or don't have like the best ability to like keep fighting, right? So they have to like most of the time just back out pretty far. Or in this case specifically, like go behind a wall and shark there, hopefully. On dualies, since it would have curling bomb, so that could be useful for movement options after Kraken ends, but it also has dodge rolls. So even if it's like painted around it, it can still like fight pretty well. You just have to like go behind cover for like the 1.5 seconds where Kraken has like recovery from ending, and then you can go back to like diving and fighting people. And I think that'd be really fun play style, honestly. Um, Kraken's obviously not like the best special in the game right now or anything, but it's pretty solid, I think. So yeah, I would I would love to see that, honestly. It'd be really fun for me. Booyah Bomb is always solid thing to have. The thing I'd worry about most with this is like positioning, but I feel like if from most places where you pop a Booyah Bomb, you can still place it somewhere that's like gets good value most of the time, right? Gives you a bit of extra survivability as well, as long as you don't get shredded by the entire enemy team. And yeah, you can throw it somewhere to create space, and then you can take that space yourself and fight for it. So yeah, it would, I think it'd be solid, honestly. It'd be solid. I'd like to see it, honestly. Big Bubbler was something I hadn't considered going into this. Until I started putting this tier list together, I had never thought about Big Bubbler on Dualies. And thinking about it, it's interesting. I don't know if I'd like it or not. It seems it seems strange enough that it could work. Because generally with dualies you're going to be like fighting people on the front lines. Um Bubbler gives you like a bit of survivability from like longer range threats. It gives you an ink tank refill in a pretty quick period, and it allows your teammates to jump to it. And since you're dualies, you can fight well close range and hold that space pretty well. So I think it'd be really cool to see, honestly. I think out of all the specials I've had here, this was the one that would like be like surprising to me, but I wouldn't hate it. It would surprise me a lot, but I think it'd be really cool to see. So yeah, cooler. Cooler is just the special right now. If you're not running a cooler, you're probably not doing too hot against most teams. Um, this is from like competitive standpoint mostly, by the way. Um, I just think I don't think it'd be bad necessarily. I just think it'd be outclassed by like Zap or something. Unless you're specifically running another weapon that wants someone to dive in with it. You like run the cooler on the dualies, you get the cooler for your team, and then you dive in with your team is what I see happening probably if it gets cooler. Yeah, I just don't think it'd be used too much since the go-to cooler option right now is pencil most of the time. And if not pencil, it's usually zap, which we're not seeing much of either. And then there's also try. There's try nouveau, which yeah, I don't know. I feel like Enperry's with cooler would compete with Zap too much, and I think Zap would just be better, to be honest. Going into B tier, Wavebreaker. Wavebreaker has really good combo potential with Splat Dualies, honestly. Um, so like the 45 damage from a wave makes Dualies 2 shot, because a single Dualie shot is 30. So I think that's really cool. Um, However, Wavebreaker isn't the best, to be honest. It's pretty bad, honestly, in my opinion. It's not great. It's not like terrible, but it doesn't do too much. It's pretty easy to just ignore, honestly. Missiles. Missiles is like kind of what I'm expecting for it to get, unfortunately. Nintendo's been doing this thing where they've been combining two previous kits from a weapon and then merging them. And so what I see happening is that they combine the two Splat Dualies kits from Splatoon 2, which was vanilla Splat Dualies with Burst Bomb and missiles, and then Enperry's with Curling Inkjet. And so we already know it has curling, so I could definitely see them giving it missiles. Um, it's not that missiles is bad. It's just it's not something I want to. I honestly, if this was just about like how good the weapon would be, this would probably be in like A tier maybe. Cause I just missiles obviously aren't like bad. They're not a bad special. They're just not fun. They're annoying to play against, and they're not fun to use really. You'd have to. The main problem I have with this, it'd be another thing where you have to like Crab Tank, you'd have to reposition to use the special most of the time. Um, Crab Tank is more of a like Crab Tank. You're repositioning like more severely though. Usually, you have to take more consideration into where you're positioning. Missiles, it's kind of like you just go behind a wall, pop it, and you can go back into the fight. So it's not terrible positioning wise, but it's not like something I want to see honestly. Rain is solid. Rain's always good. Nice, special, can clear space, poke damage, chip damage. Um, yeah. I'm never mad about having a rain, honestly. It would rain never really like kills any weapon, so solid, all around special. Chumps I think would be fun to use. I just think chumps kind of suck. Uh, it'd be cool to use them as like cover for yourself if you push in with them. It's just the main problem is that they're easy to destroy, and once you destroy like even just like a few of them, you can ignore the rest of them for the most part. So yeah, um, Whale, I guess it has a bit of combo and chip potential with Splat Dualies. It's just Whale isn't like great. I wouldn't be too mad about it. However, it's not like what I want to see. But yeah, um, Tripling Strike. I please no. This was close to D tier for me, honestly, because I just don't like the special. Honestly, the only use I really see for it is GG Tower and sometimes like capping a zone quickly. Other than that, I just don't like it. You'd have to reposition for it again. Um and you can't like push in with it. You have to throw all three of them before you can actually swim and follow them in, which is so annoying. They should change that. But yeah, otherwise I don't like it. D tier. Vacuum, another thing you'd likely have to reposition a bit. Vacuum, you're usually using it like on a teammate so they can push in. Um I guess if you're going like a backless comp, this wouldn't be terrible to have. Um but it's not like incredible either, honestly. Uh, yeah. And here we get into just after vacuum, it's kind of just like, please no. These three specials, they all suck, honestly. Ultra Stamp, you can most weapons, not most, but a lot of the weapons that you're going to be playing against can just shoot through the front of it. Shooters, splatlings, some dualies, some chargers even can just shoot you through it. Um, yeah, Brellas, you're really only winning against Brellas, Blasters, and like Sloshers. Um, and I guess Rollers and Brushes, but yeah, it's not great. Special kind of just sucks, especially when like most of the things you're seeing run are like shooters and splatlings in this meta right now. Reef Slider, this is me coping and praying that the side order kit was not the actual Enperry kit. I will lose my mind if they give another Dualies weapon slider. Um, they don't deserve it. And it just, the only thing this thing has, which someone pointed out to me, was like, oh, 30 damage from the Dualies combos with 70 from slider. Sure, that's it. Otherwise, the special just sucks. If the special wasn't just a suicide button, maybe I could see it working. Otherwise, no, it just sucks, honestly. And then finally, Zip. Dualies are decently ink hungry. Not like terrible, but it's also like they're not mobile enough and they don't have enough range for Zip to be like good on them, honestly, in my opinion. So yeah, and then it already has Crab. So that's my thoughts. Um, I guess also if I had to name the specials I'm expecting it to get, it's one of these four. It's Zuka, Jet, Kraken, or Missiles is what I'm expecting them to give it. And I wouldn't be like terribly unhappy with any of those. Missiles I wouldn't be like really happy about it, but I guess it's like not bad, I guess. Um, but yeah, that's it. Um, hopefully I'll be making like more Splatoon content in the future. Um, but yeah, if you have any like opinions on what I've said in this video or like disagreements, you can like comment it below or you can like go to my Twitter account. I'll probably leave my Twitter account in the description. But yeah, that's my thoughts and hopes for the Enperry special. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. And thanks for watching. Bye.